Before the arrival of Europeans, Kenyan communities had their own systems of education. Learning was informal, passed down through oral traditions, storytelling, and practical skills. Elders and parents taught children survival techniques, social values, and cultural traditions. Boys learned hunting, farming, and herding, while girls were taught household skills, pottery, and weaving. Initiation ceremonies marked transitions into adulthood, reinforcing morals and responsibilities. Christian missionaries arrived in Kenya in the 19th century, bringing Western-style education. The first formal schools were established by the Church Missionary Society, CMS, in Rabai, near Mombasa in 1846. These schools focused on teaching Christianity, reading, writing, and basic arithmetic. Education was mainly for boys, while girls were initially excluded. Over time, missionaries started introducing vocational training and expanding education to more communities. During British colonial rule, the government established schools to educate Africans, but opportunities were limited. The colonial administration prioritized European and Asian education, while restricting African access to higher learning. However, African leaders, including Eliud Wambu Matthew, Kenya's first African member of the Legislative Council, pushed for better educational opportunities. Independent schools led by African communities emerged to resist colonial influence and promote local values. After Kenya gained independence in 1963, the government prioritized education for all. The first president, Jomo Kenyatta, expanded schools, introduced free primary education programs, and encouraged Africanization of the curriculum. Over the years, Kenya's education system evolved into the 844 structure, and later the Competency-Based Curriculum, CBC. Today, Kenya boasts a strong education sector, with universities, digital learning, and global academic achievements. A cramped classroom with over 50 students. The teacher, Madam Aching, writes on a chalkboard, struggling to keep up. Some students stare blankly, unable to follow. Brian, a bright student, sits in the middle of the class, his potential unnoticed in the overcrowded system. The CBC curriculum demands practical learning, that there are no digital tools, no computers, and few books. Students rely on outdated notes. A science lesson happens without real equipment, just theory. At home, Brian's grandmother worries about expensive CBC learning materials. Other parents, unsure of how to assist, complain about the complexity of CBC projects. Madam Aching grades papers late into the night, exhausted. Teachers are stretched thin, handling multiple subjects with no digital support. A new AI-driven learning system, Elimiabot, is introduced in Nairobi schools. Students wear VR headsets, interact with smart screens, and get personalized lessons. Brian, now in an AI-powered school, gets lessons tailored to his strengths and weaknesses. Struggling students receive real-time feedback, while fast learners progress faster. Instead of just reading about the solar system, students experience it in VR. Science students perform simulated lab experiments without real lab equipment. Teachers no longer struggle alone. AI helps with grading, lesson planning, and tracking student progress, reducing workload. A solar-powered digital hub arrives in Brian's old school. AI-powered tablets, needing no internet, are handed to excited students. AI apps lessons into Kiswahili, Kikuyu, Luo, and Kamba, ensuring that students understand in their native languages. Teachers undergo AI training to integrate it into CBC lessons, ensuring no one is left behind. AI analyzes students' strengths, suggesting specialized paths. Engineering, medicine, creative arts, or entrepreneurship. AI eliminates cheating by generating personalized exams for every student. Instant grading reduces delays. With engaging, personalized AI lessons, more students stay in school, especially in rural areas. AI creates learning methods for students with disabilities, making CBC inclusive. Government leaders, educators, and AI developers review the impact of AI in CBC education. Even in remote areas, students learn coding, business skills, and advanced STEM subjects. Kenyan AI-powered CBC education gains global recognition, attracting investment. Brian, once a struggling student, now teaches AI-powered CBC in his old school, inspiring the next generation. AI has not replaced teachers, it has empowered them. Kenya's education is now a global model of innovation.